Me again. Sorry. That's the way it happens. Anyway, so it's just a DNG Tools kind of video. I guess I'll label it that. So it's the tinychat tool. So I guess I'll put that in the title somewhere too, so you can avoid this if you're really not interested in the weekly chat thing or the room or whatever you want to call it. And so anyway, I said I was going to work on it. I sort of got it working, and so the plan will be is something like I want to password protect this thing in the future, and so for now people want to use it, put a comment below and I will PM you. I guess I can still message you through YouTube. I guess you have a Plus account, so use your Plus account or something like that. Well, anyway, some way like that. And like I'll give out like 6 of these things or something, and then those people can just give anybody else a link, but it'll be to whatever link you use. And but if you give it to somebody who's an asshole and they fuck with the thing, then I want to discontinue that one, so it'll be passworded, and so you're responsible for the assholes. So if they fuck it up, then I'm going to just break that one and you'll have to get a new one, kind of thing. I don't know if that's entirely understandable, but it's close enough. So anyway, we'll go through the idea of what it is anyway. So anyway, there's this is the page. I sort of, I like this page just because it does provide, links to different groups of videos. But anyway, so, I do use it. Anyway, and so the new one is sort of like this one over here, except it's better. So it will be, I was going to just modify this, but this one doesn't have all the tools on it, and so it's a little, anyway, so this is the newer version. And, it still needs a lot of work. So I'll just use it with the bookmarks here, for example. So I'll turn off Grease Monkey. But obviously it's a Grease Monkey extension, makes it so it loads on every page, where this feature becomes a little more important that way. So anyway, this is the tool here, and it's got these different little things, and you can do stuff. And well, anyway, so I just got some links on here. These are just links that I was using. I had classical music and different things, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. So that's the Inmendham channel. Anyway, so it's just kind of, it's a nice way to do links. And then the new feature is that when you use this little tool, so it'll just be a bookmark. You slide to your bookmarks, so it's right there. I'm going to click that. You can see that, so you can see it highlighted. See, there's the bookmark. Just going to hit the bookmark, and this little menu will pop up, and it's, I haven't fixed it yet entirely, but you can see that it just has these 2 options. There's talk and tinychat, or close this announcement. And what that'll basically do is you hit the, if somebody's in tinychat and you're having somebody's talking, and more people would be in a good idea, then you hit that link, and it will change this menu. So you got rid of the advertisement kind of thing, the links thing, and it just has this little, I'll change this into some sort of icon too, but it's useful the way it is now. But tinychat is active, it'll say, or it'll say something, prearranged text of some kind. You'll have choices, and then you could leave a note also, but I haven't got that feature activated yet. But you could leave some note, Inmendham's in the room or something. Anyway, so that'll link to tinychat. And then to turn it off, you just do the same routine. You just click on the link, and it says close the announcement. So when the room gets dead, you just turn off the announcement, so then there's not an announcement every time this thing loads. So you can sort of get that, right? So the point is the way the toolbox was set up, like when Grease Monkey is on, this thing loads on the page as just a little X in the corner. So when you're using Grease Monkey, well, I also fixed that feature, so now it loads with the bookmark. But when this page finally loads, come on, finish there, the little X shows up, so you can see that little X. And so that'll be on like every page you visit. We'll have that little X, and if I mouse over the X, the menu pops open. And so I'll close it, so you can just see that. So you mouse over it and it pops open. And so when you change it, the idea will be that it won't be invisible anymore. So when the tinychat is active, so when I hit that thing, and now tinychat's active. It should pop up. There it did. Take a little delay, but it gets there. So tinychat is active. Now when I reload the page, instead of the X just showing up, the whole menu should display. I mean the whole thing will display. That's probably what's going to happen. Yeah, see, it happened. And it says tinychat is active. So it just basically be a notice in the sense that it'll pop up on every page you visit if you have the Grease Monkey thing installed. If you don't, then you'll just have to notice it by hitting this bookmark, which loads the menu. So, if this is closed and I hit this link, this bookmark, it just loads the menu. And you can see tinychat's out. Blah 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 blah. So there's lots of other features, of course. I still have all these. I have tools. So this just RE reloads the page. Link is where you actually add these links. And this YouTube thing is sort of interesting, where it just loads, the videos from different YouTube people I have put into the index. So you'll see their latest videos. Obviously, most of these people don't make anything called a new video. That's just like YouTube's most popular videos. The stupid bite your finger one is still top of the list, which is really hard to understand. Anyway, but the tools are still here. There's the toolbox that loads here that has other tools in it, and you don't want to mess with this stuff, most of it. But the stuff in this category you don't want to mess with because that's sort of permanent. Well, it's not really permanent, but I'm not going to bother trying to explain it. But just don't mess with that. Just mess with the ones at the top. Well, anyways, but it has these different ones that are not bad. And the game thing still should work. Let's see if the game thing works. Game these images, but that's a ton of images. Yeah, just the images showing up. Look at all those images. Holy shit. But, you can get rid of all the stagnant ones, just by clicking them, they'll go away. So I can get rid of all these dead images. I wonder if it'll actually game this many images in the index. I mean, these are a ton of absolute monstrous ton. So at the bottom of the page is where you can game these, it says. So let's see what game we come up with. Be interesting to see which ones it picked out of all those zillions. So it's just basically one of these concentration games, where you have to match the icons. And it's sort of interesting, just because there is so many. And there's Karina. 4, I'll remember Karina. Oh, there's Flower's video. Ooh, that looks like me. I think I was over here. Oops, that's a different me. Wow, there's 3 of me in here. Cool. Well, that looks like that guy, right? Yeah, that's the match. And, yeah, that's like I remember that image. Okay, that me is over here, so I got that one to help. And that was up here, right? Oops. I guess it was 1. Nope. Yeah, no, it was that. Yeah, okay. They were right next to each other. It fooled me. That's the one over there. And Karina's number 4. See, remember that. The guitar guy was like down here. No, that's too low. 16 here. He's over here. Yeah, guitar guy. My mistake. Oh, there's another me. Wow, there's a lot of me's in here. So we got 2 me's right next to each other. Oh, well, that one we remember. 12 and 20. Hey, this should be a me. No. 11. Wild guess. Oh no, that's a me. Okay, which one of these me's was that me? Alright, that's not it, so that has to be, nope. Okay, that's this 22. And this is over here, right? Yeah. And then this, ooh, that'd be up here. Running out of pictures. Okay, that's this one. That's this one, right? Yeah, okay, I got it. Alright, I did it. In under 50. Not too bad. Under 50 is not a bad score. So anyway, this guy won, obviously. And this guy lost, obviously. So anyway, that was sort of interesting, wasn't it? No, probably wasn't. Doesn't matter. You can load them all in here. Just sort of interesting. Just keep loading. It's a lot of images, so it'll probably I don't know. Might be interesting. Anyway, so that's enough. You can make it bigger. So you make it big enough, you can just fill the screen with these bullshit images. But I should make it so they're all small, but they just fill your whole screen. But that takes time. I don't know who's got time. Lots of things to do. I shouldn't even be doing this. This is a total waste of your time. See? But that's what happens. Start doing something, you just get distracted. And online clock. I don't want the online clock. See, there's the menu popping up. So I just want, yeah, so that's a good way to demonstrate its function, is to just do that. Go back to the clock now. That's going somewhere else, somebody's video. But so when you have Grease Monkey on, and you have this as a user script, and you go to a site like Online Clock, see, it shows up right away. I mean, it doesn't show up right away, but it loads when tinychat is active. And when tinychat will be deactivated, like just by hitting the deactivate, close this announcement. Closed, come on. It should disappear by itself. This should reload, and see now the X is back. You can't see it because it's in the wrong color, but you can see I can make it work still. So it's still there. But you see it doesn't load, it just loads the X. And so then you have to forcibly open the toolbox. So anyway, so if you're interested in having announcement power, leave a comment and I'll PM you or whatever with the link. And obviously if I don't know who the fuck you are, I'm not going to give you the power to fuck with my tool thing. Well, whatever. Something like that. I mean, people generally speaking are not terribly interested in this stuff, which is sort of irritating. But anyway, I am just curious if you have some kind of constructive, like, what kind of thing would you like to have? Like, see, I can put chat in here, like people could do live chat, and it will just keep reloading in the page and that kind of stuff. But who needs to do that shit? But this is sort of a useful announcement thing. So, but maybe there's some other announcement thing or some other thing to monitor or be aware of that would be useful. The regular link thing on here, anyway, to add links. See, it pops up a different menu that has these different choices. And I have originality, style, smartness, entertainment, education. That was going to rank them based on those things. And I'm going to change that. I'm going to instead have subjects. So it'll be like free will, life is, or something, economics, something else, and I have to come up with like 5 things that are basic categories of philosophical conversation, and then when you load a link, it'll be in one of those categories, and then people can look at stuff by category, and hopefully there'll be a debate progressing. The videos will be connected into a debate on that subject, and so there would be a progression to some of the videos would be taking into account it'd be the progression of the argument. So there'll be a link, and then all the free will videos would load in the order they were posted, and there would be the expectation that these arguments would be progressing to some peak point of conclusion, something like that. Anyway, working on stuff anyway. So anyway, I really don't have time to perfect anything. It's got bugs, yes, who cares? An explanation of how to work it, I guess I'll have to make a video about how you bookmark something, but it's on the tools menu at the Do Not God website. So again, the latest version of the tool has that explanation, but I'll put a better description, I suppose. So there's the Do Not God website, and then tools. Just hit the tools menu item, and that's the comment splitter, and tag link toolbox. Yeah, it's kind of funny that I don't have the newer tool on here. Yeah, my bad. Anyway, so yeah, I'll fix that. Mostly, probably. I probably made it a special link just because, I only want people who are interested to be doing it anyway. So I'll do that. But anyway, this stuff can be somewhat interesting. Some of these, this thing, people still do comment here. This stuff is sort of interesting. Once in a while there's a good link here. But people don't use this thing right either. So, what are you going to do? Not much you can do. Alright, so anyway, that's enough. Mostly. Something. I'll fix something or I won't. Probably. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Sorry, this could have been done better, but I just don't. I haven't engineered enough time in my schedule for doing this well. So I'm going to do it as badly as I can get away with.